Hello, good day. Welcome to Math Galing. Today, our lesson is all about multiplication and division of rational algebraic expression. So in multiplication of rational expression, so if P over Q and R over Q are rational expression with Q is not equal to 0 and S is not equal to 0, then P over Q times R over S is equals to P times R over Q times S or PR over QS. The rule for multiplication of rational expression is similar to the rule for multiplication of rational numbers or fraction. Yeah. So let's have our example number 1. Find the product of m plus y over 2m and m squared over the quantity m plus y squared. So, pwede naman natin i-assign muna yung ating P, Q, then R, and this would be our S. So, this would be based on the multiplication of rational expression represented by PQRF. Okay. Then, ang lagi nating tatandaan in multiplication, PR over QS, ibig sabihin, numerator to numerator, then denominator to denominator. So, yun lang ang ipagmumultiply natin. So, using PR over QS, so magkakaroon tayo ng M plus Y. Pwede kayong gumamit ng open and close parenthesis to specify the operation multiplication. So, M plus Y times M squared, that is PR. So, ito yung PR natin. Pwede nyo naman hindi na isulat yung PR na yan. PR and that's the QS natin. We have 2M and yung ating M plus Y squared, pwede natin siya isulat ng M plus Y times M plus Y. Dalawang M plus Y. Kasi nakasquared siya. So, gumamit tayo ng dalawang M plus Y. Okay. Then, look for common factor. Common terms. Yan. Sa numerator and denominator. So, meron tayong parehong m plus y. So, cancel natin yung m plus y sa numerator at sa denominator. Pag nag-cancel tayo, pwede natin lagyan siya ng 1 para hindi siya mapagkamala na 0. Sabihin, m plus y divided by m plus y, the answer is 1. Next, 2m and m squared, pwede natin i-cancel yung m. This is m to the first power. Understood, hindi na kailangan isulat yung 1. Then m squared, so makakancel na natin yung isang m natin. Yan. Kaya ito magiging 1. So, pwede naman ito isulat na m. Okay, ipapactor out pa natin. Okay, so yung matitira ngayon, yun ang ating imumultiply. So, we have 1 times m to the first power, the answer is m, over, denominator natin, ang natira is 2 times m plus y. So, we have 2 times m plus y. Yan. So, this serves as our answer. So, accepted answer din ang dinistribute yung 2. So, pwede ding answer ang m over 2m plus 2y. So, there's nothing wrong with this. So, pero pwede na itong wala yun sa baba. Ito na lang sa taas. Okay. Next, example number 2, find the product of x plus 5 over 3x and 12x squared over x squared plus 7x plus 10. So, gagamitin ulit natin yung PR over QS. So, again, this would be our P, our R, this would be our R, PR, then this would be the letter Q, then the letter S. Yeah, para may reference lagi tayo. So, multiplication of rational expression PR over QS. Okay, so we have x plus 5 over 3x. Times natin siya sa pwede natin habaan yung ating bar line. 12 yeah, 12x squared. Then sa denominator, kaya tayong x squared plus 7x plus 10. Okay, so this is our PR over QR. Then, huwag muna kayo mag-proceed with distributive property. I-factor out muna natin yung mga may chance na pwede nating i-factor. Okay, so x plus 5, so wala na siyang factor. Happy lang natin. Then yung ating 12x squared, so pwede naman natin siyang i-factor ng 12, then x, and x. Then 12 natin, pwede na natin hindi siya i-factor na 4 times 3 or 12 times 1 or 6 times 2. Okay lang naman yan. Okay, so denominator, 3x. And then yung factor ng ating trinomial, gagamit tayo ng 2 open and close parentheses, x. Factor na x squared is x times x. So yung sign ng ating 10, positive 10, so same sign ang gamitin natin kasi positive. Then middle term 7, so additional operation natin. So factor ng 10 na ang magiging middle term ay 7, so that is 10 times 1. Pag ini-add natin ang 10 times 1, that is 11. 10 and 1 is 11, so hindi siya 7. So hindi yung 10 times 1 ang factor. Next factor of 10 is 5 times 2. Pag 5 plus 2, the answer is 7. So yun ang gagamitin natin factor. 5 and 2 para sa ating 10. So okay lang kung sino yung mauna, it's pareho naman sila positive in sign. Yan. Then dito, i-cancel na natin yung mga common sa ating numerator and denominator. Yung x plus 5, cancel na natin. Again, lagyan natin ng 1 ulit para hindi tayo na guguluhan. Then yung isang x, gano'n natin ang isang x sa taas. Consider this 1. Then yung 12, pwede natin i-divide sa 3. 12 divided by 3. So the answer is 4. May matitirang 4 sa taas. Yan. Then, punta na tayo sa ating final answer. Lahat ng natira sa taas, i-multiply lang natin. Sa numerator, we have 1 times 4 times x. Meron tayong 4x. Sa denominator, we have 1 times 1 times x plus 2. So, x plus. Okay, then this would be our answer. So, bakit hindi pwedeng i-cancel yung 4 and 2 and yung x sa denominator? So, because yung ating denominator is a binomial term, may operation sa gitna, x plus 2, kaya hindi natin pwede i-cancel. Yung operation sa numerator is 4x means multiplication, 4 times x. While sa denominator is addition, x plus 2. Kaya hindi natin pwedeng i-cancel yung x and x, then yung 4 and 2, hindi pwedeng i-divide kasi nga siya ay different operation involved. For example, number 3. Ayan. So, punta na tayo sa number 3. Again, if natong wrong with lagyan ng PR and QS. So, walang problema doon. So, yun yung mga basic way, pero it helps a lot. No, talaga makakatulong na malaki sa inyo. Okay, we have m squared plus 3m. Multiply natin sa ating r na m squared. So, dito, based, nag-proceed na tayo sa ating step-by-step procedure. Pero kung mga pag nag-undergo na kayo ng more practice, ay pwede na kayo mag-proceed with the shortcut. Hindi na kailangan sulat pa ng pagkahaba-haba yung ating mga solusyon. So dito, pinapakita ko lang yung PR and QS. So m squared minus 3m minus 4. So dito, medyo marami yung ating ipapactor. So, kailangan naka-simplest form lahat bago tayo mag-proceed with the multiplication. Simplify muna natin lahat ng ating terms. I-express muna natin sa factors. So, factor na natin yung ating m squared plus 3m. So, meron siyang factor na common nila ay m. So, m times m plus 3. Okay. So, from m squared plus 3m. So, ito yung common factor nila. Pareho silang may m. Kaya nilagay lang natin sa labas. Then, factor natin itong m squared minus 5m plus 4. Gamit tayo ng dalawang open and close parentheses. So, m squared, we have m plus m times m. Positive yung sign ng ating third term, tapos negative yung nasa middle term. So, sinasabi dito, positive, ibig sabihin, sinasabi niya na same sign of the middle term na negative. And the operation to be used is addition. Yung factor ng 4, i-add natin na dapat maging 5. And the factor is 4 and 1. From 4 times 1. So, yun yung naging factor niya. Tayo sa denominator, factor natin yung m squared minus 3m minus 4. Gamit ulit tayo ng 2 open and close parentheses. Factor natin si m, mm. Then factor ng 4, ang sign ng 4 dito ay negative sign. So, ibig sabihin, gagamit tayo ng different sign. And the operation involved is subtraction naman. Subtract natin yung factor ng 4, kailangan i-subtract natin na ang magiging sagot ay 3. So, 4 times 1 will have 4. Then, 4 minus 1, the answer is 3. So, yun yung factor na gagamitin natin. And then, yung 4, since negative yung ating middle term, yung malaking number within the factor of 4, 4 and 1, lagay natin sa negative. And yung 1 dito sa kabila. Yan. Again, pag sinubtract natin, negative 4 plus 1, that is 4 minus 1, the answer is negative 3. Yung middle term, satisfied dapat natin. Next is another trinomial. Ipapactor natin into 2 binomial. M squared. Magkakaroon tayo ng m ulit. Then this time, negative ulit yung ating third term na 3. So magkaiba ng sign. Basta negative yung third term, magkaiba ng sign. Then, sign ng positive sa gitna, doon ang malaking factor. The operation is subtraction. So, gawin natin ay 3 times 1. Pagka 3 minus 1, the answer is 2, positive 2m. So this would be our factor. Pwede na tayo mag-proceed with cancellation. Ika-cancel na natin lahat ng common terms sa numerator and denominator. So by pair lang siya. Ano? So meron ba tayong m sa numerator at sa denominator? Wala. Next, m plus 3. Meron sa numerator, meron sa denominator. So ito yung mga cancel natin. Next, m minus 4. Meron din sa baba. Cancel ulit natin. Then m minus 1. M minus 1. Cancel ulit natin. So, wala na natira sa numerator. M lang ang natira sa numerator. That is m times 1 times 1 times 1. So, m over sa denominator, m plus 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. So, magkakaroon tayo na m plus 1 ulit. Yan. So, this would be the product. Okay. So, kumbaga, hindi laging dahil multiplication, ang dami ng magiging sagot. So, dahil nga pinapactor out natin and kina-cancel natin yung mga common terms within the numerator and denominator. So, lagi may chances na maikli lang yung sagot natin. Okay, so this time, our focus is on division of rational expression. So, for division of rational expression, if P over Q and R over S are rational expression with Q and S is not equal to 0, then P over Q divided by R over S is equals to P over Q times S over R, or PS over QR. So you should recall that two numbers whose product is 1 are called multiplicative inverses or reciprocal. To find the quotient of two fractions, you multiply by the reciprocal of the denominator. So yun, gagamitin natin yung rule. Okay, example number 1. Divide 5 over x and y over z. So, pwede din natin ulit i-assign. So, this would be our P, our R, then Q, and F. Pwede natin i-assign yan. Then, ang gagawin daw doon ay PS over QR. Dapat ito yung susundan natin. Yan. So, we have 5 over x divided by y over z. So, ang rule do dito ay we have 5 over x. Ita-times natin ito sa reciprocal, kabaliktaran. Babaliktarin natin yung y over z, magiging c over y. And so, same lang siya dun sa ating rule na PS and QR. Ayan, parang P and S doon ang minultiply and ito naman doon minultiply. So, ito ngayon yung ating sasagutan. We have P, we have 5 over x times x as z over y. So, yung division naging multiplication. So, multiply lang natin numerator to numerator. We will have 5z over xy. And this would be the answer. Yeah. So, we connect natin PS, 5 times z, so 5z. QR, x times y, xy. Ano yung answer natin? Next, number 2. Again, bigyan natin ng P, Q, para hindi tayo mawawala. Lagi tayo may reference na ginagamit na rules. Ano? Then dapat ang maging sagot niya ay PR, PS over QR. So pag natandaan natin to, okay na yan. So we have 5 over Z plus 3. Ito yung ating P over Q divided by, so yung given, ito muna yung given, Z over C plus C minus 6. Then, i-reciprocal na natin. Magiging 5 times Z minus 6. Diniretso ko na din sa ating PS. So, ito yung PS natin. That is 5 times C minus S. And then yung ating QR. Ito naman, we have Q Z plus 3 times Z. Okay, and then same procedure, derivative property, gagawin tayo ng 5Z minus 30. So dito wala tayong ika-cancel kasi wala namang common terms sa ating numerator and denominator. So distribute naman natin yung Z dito. Karoon tayo ng Z squared plus 3Z. Yeah. So this would be the answer. Example number 3. Given 5 quantity 5y squared over 2x quantity 2x raised to the third power or cube divided by 20y cubed 32x squared. Again, bakit tayo mawala? Ulit natin ang PR Q. Yan. Then, ulit. TS. Didiretso na natin sa ating shortcut. Diretso na tayo dito sa PSQR. Okay? So, we have 5y squared times yung s natin 32x squared all over 2x cube, may parenthesis pa tayo, and 20y cube. So dito, distribute muna natin yung mga power na nasa labas ng open and close parenthesis. So 5y squared, yung squared natin yung 5y, magiging 5y times 5y. That is 25y squared. Then ito, wala namang kailangan simplify na exponent. Patagyan lang natin ang parenthesis. Separate the term. Then sa denominator, simplify natin yung 2x to the cube or third power. Tatlong 2x. We have 2 times 2 times 2. The answer is 8. Then x times x times x is x cube. Then 20y cube. Yeah. So dito, the operation involved with the numerator is multiplication. The operation involved with the denominator multiplication. So pwede na tayo mag-cancel. Cancel muna. So yung 25, pwede natin i-pair dito sa ating 20. Divisible sila pareho by 5. Divide natin by 5. Common nila ay 5. divisible by 5 and 25 magiging 5. And then yung 20 magiging 4. Next, yung 8, i-pair natin sa 32. Yan. Parang 32 divided by 8. So, ang magiging sagot doon ay 4. O kaya, divide mo sila pareho by 8. 32 divide 8, 4, 8 divided by 8, 1. So, magiging 1 na lang siya. Then, itong 4 na to, pwede din natin i-pair dun sa 4 sa baba. Yan. 1 na lang siya. Okay, so yun yung nangyari sa mga numbers natin. Next sa ating variable y squared, merong y cubed sa baba. So, subtract natin ang exponent, magiging y1 sa baba kasi negative. So, 2 minus 3 is negative 1. Negative yung ating exponent, talagay natin sa denominator. Magiging 1 over y to the first power. Kaya siya nasa baba. Next, x squared and x cubed sa baba. So, sa baba ulit may x to the first power. Okay, so hindi tayo with the final answer natin. We have 5 times 1 times 1 times 1. The answer is 5 within the numerator over sa denominator natin x, y. So yun lang ang natira. X, y. So this would be the answer. Mat galing. Okay. Next, example number 4. Ulit. P, Q, R, S. Then, kailangan ang sagot ay PR. PS, magiging PS over QR. Ito yung reference natin. Ibig sabihin, reciprocal of the divisor. Binaliktad yung divisor. Na RS naging SR. So, we have M squared. Susulat muna natin. M squared minus 4 over M squared minus 1 times yung reciprocal. So, I have 1 minus M over 2M plus 4M. Parang may... Yan. Okay. Then, simplify na natin sila. Factor natin. Ang M squared minus 4, meron siyang factor na M minus 2. Pwede natin unahin ng plus. M plus 2, sum and difference, M minus 2. Then, meron tayong 1 minus M. Denominator natin, ang M squared minus 1 ay may factor na M plus 1 and M plus 1. M plus 1 and M minus 1. M minus 1. Then, itong M, 2M plus 4M, pwede natin siya i-add since pareho sila na term. Magkakaroon tayo doon ng 6M. Next, kung merong similar term tayo, cancel na lang natin. So, yung M plus 2, walang M plus 2 sa baba. M minus 2, wala din sa baba. Negative, positive 1 minus M. Tapos, ang nasa baba natin ay M minus 1. So, M minus 1 is not equal to 1 minus M. Hindi sila pareho. Okay. Pero, pwede natin siyang i-multiply by negative 1. Lagyan natin ng negative 1. Itong nasa taas, dito tayo mag-negative 1. Check natin kung magiging pareho na sila ng term pag nag-multiply tayo ng negative 1. Gagawin natin yung multiply by negative 1 kung yung positioning ng ating 1 and minus m, pag pinaglipat natin sila, magiging pareho ng m minus 1. Okay, so ito, i-multiply natin. We have negative 1 times 1, magiging negative 1. Then yung m natin, negative times negative m, negative 1, negative m, magiging positive m. So, plus 1. Yan. Pag sabihin, yung negative 1 plus m times negative 1. So, ito yung product na 1 minus m. So, may matitira tayong negative 1 dito. Makakancel natin yung m minus 1. Same na siya sa m minus 1. Yun. So, ang natira sa atin ay we have negative 1. So, unahan ko yung sulat. Times m plus 2 times m minus 2 all over 6 m times m plus 1. Okay? And then dahil multiplication yung rules natin, ginagamit natin operation, pwede natin i-multiply. So itong m plus 1, m plus 2 times m minus 2, ito yung product niya ay magkakaroon tayo ng negative of, gawa ng negative 1, negative m minus m squared minus 4 over 6 m squared plus 6 m. Ito ngayon yung ating final answer. Yes. So, Matt, galing.